I've recently been realizing my love and appreciation for slow living. I used to be low-key against it because I felt like, well, it's not productive enough. I'm not achieving enough. I'm not having much to show for by living a slow-paced life. As someone who grew up with a very dysregulated nervous system and encountering trauma after trauma, I have done years of therapy and just like literally trying to heal the inner child in me that fully grown adults have totally like fucked up. I have come to appreciate and love slow living. I've noticed that it's a current that I've been trying to fight, and if I just surrender to it and let that tide take me, it's gonna be so much more blissful. And I've been leaning into it. It is hard to do when you're wired a certain way, especially if the way you're wired is to like hustle, achieve big thing after big thing, and have all these accolades and all these like tons of things to show for, which I get, but like at the same time, I have been through like, not to be like, oh my god, I've been through so much, but I've been dysregulated long enough, and that inner child in me felt unprotected and like she had to be in survival mode for way too long. And now that I'm 25, going into my 30s, 40s, 50s, and beyond, I want to make sure that I'm fully in the driver's seat as much as possible. Being home, being in my room, watching Teen Wolf, hanging out with my dog, making videos, like that to me brings me so much peace versus like being in really crowded environments or just around people in general. Trust me, I get enough of like a dosage of people and social interaction because I'm a flight attendant. So anytime I'm at work, like I am traveling, I'm getting out, I am speaking to people, I am meeting new people constantly. And that has been like another contributor to why I just freaking love being a homebody, and I want to talk about it on camera because I feel like this is such a relatable thing, but maybe not as like praised today, especially like in the US. It's very much about how fast you can move or how fast you can build in an unrealistic amount of time. Although I do like to achieve and I do like to go and set goals and go after those goals that I set for myself, I have learned how to take a freaking back seat, how to find the balance in all of this, because it really just is one big balancing act. So I still am like building behind the scenes, but learning how to do it in a way that just feels tangible and realistic, because there's so much shit out there that looks glamorous but really isn't. I low-key think that slow living and just being in your room, like I'm 25, I still live in my family house. Anyway, I'm here to show kind of what that life looks like, to just focus on myself, focus on the things that I actually value, which is having a regulated nervous system, living a life of peace, living a life that's like chaos free, because that's where I find the most like serenity, is in my own like little world of solitude. I think I used to be really hard on myself about that because I just thought like I low-key felt like a loser if I wasn't like out at parties or had this Pinterest board routine of going to Pilates in the morning. I do the gym when I can for however long as I can, and I take my days off. There is a way to do things, even build a business like I am doing with UGC. That's a whole nother video, but I am building like a content creating business for myself. But basically what I'm saying is like there is a way to do these things while conserving your energy without having to burn yourself out or deplete yourself. I am very fortunate enough to have like the privilege to choose when and how I want to do that. Again, I have done so much healing over the years to tell for the younger version of myself. Basically, like if I were to look at the younger version of myself, the girl who was like traumatized and scared and always on edge and so totally anxious, more so like than I am now, I would tell her, I am going to create the life for you that you have deserved all these years, to help create the safest, most loving, free environment that some adults in your life totally failed to give you. I'm going to be that safe space. I'm going to be that trusted adult. I am going to create that secure environment for you because I love you that much and you deserve it that much. Y'all just witnessed me do a therapy session with my inner child. But like for real, that's like how my therapy sessions go. I talk to the inner version, like younger version of myself, and the present one because she's there. I'm here. I'm still living life, right? So how do I create a life that ensures I keep that promise to her while like being an adult and going through the motions in present tense too? One thing that is just a constant throughout all these years and throughout all these different versions of myself is we value peace. We value regulated nervous system. You'll hear me say that a ton because it truly is, I think, like what I am dedicating my life to, down to like so much of like the details in my life, like how I decorate my room, what I watch on TV, how often I work, when I make videos, how I make videos, and my sleep schedules and the things that I consume online, and like all of these like things that bring me so much peace and joy in my corner of the world. That is what I'm dedicating my life to, and I think that is so fucking underrated. It's sad because I think a lot of people could benefit from knowing that that is an actual feasible route in life. Again, I feel so blessed to have been in the driver's seat as much as I have these past few years of my life, to start really changing the trajectory and making it what I envision it to be. Now, will I probably get like the exact vision right? No, but I know I'm on the right path because I know that I'm healing, and I know that I'm accepting myself and my wants and my needs and my beliefs and my thoughts more than I am rejecting them these days. It is feasible, and I want to make my channel about that, and I just wanted to really talk about the importance of creating a life for yourself based off a past that was filled with like anxiety and instability and turmoil. I am literally dedicating the rest of my life to giving myself the life that I know I deserve because I owe it to myself. Like that's my one mission in life. That is my birthright. That is a given thing from birth, is I can love myself and I can give myself the life I deserve. Like that's it right there. I can't wait to like actually sit down and talk about some of these really important topics to me. Things even like financials, because that was something that has put me like in a scarcity mindset a lot in the past. Not to say it doesn't flare up. I definitely feel like I have flare-ups with the scarcity mindset when it comes to my finances, but my finances are so proud of where they are and the things that I've learned about investment strategies and savings and paying down debt and how to spend money wisely. Stuff like that, you know, like different pillars of content that I know I can create from all of like the lessons I've learned and the nuggets of wisdom that I've collected throughout the years. I'm very passionate about a lot of these topics, and I do want to do like vlog style stuff, but very peaceful, very calm, very slow, like nothing too chaotic. I don't even think I would be doing anything that chaotic to begin with, but I don't know. Here we are. So yeah, if you made it this far, thank you. I hope that this is of value to you in some way, because I don't want to just like, I do want to be a comfort channel and entertain in some capacity, but I do also want to leave an imprint, whether that's educational, whether that's something like a feeling that invokes in you that's hopefully more positive leaning. Yeah, 25. I live in the family house, a flight attendant. I go to therapy to heal from a lot of the childhood stuff. I feel very fortunate to have the life I have. I love it. Literally just got back from Spain and had an amazing time. So freaking grateful for the travel that I've gotten to do. I feel like that's really healed a big part of me too, and the inner child in me, because I always dreamed of like going to London or just literally just across the pond. It was something I dreamt of doing for as long as I can remember, but never felt like I'd be able to afford. And now I've found a loophole where maybe I wouldn't be able to afford it at the rate that I go, but because of the flight benefits that I have, I am able to go as frequently as I am able to go. That is basically what I wanted to touch on for this first video on my channel. Very slow, low pressure, No crazy editing or anything like that, just me and my camera in my room. So that's it. Thank you for watching.